grew up in a small town outside London, Ontario, and called Belmont, 1,500 people, so small center, and I think it was single D hockey, so for the most part I grew up there until I was about 8. Finally moved to Hamilton and got into a little more serious hockey, got into some single A, double A, and finally into triple A, and grew up in just playing there for a while and just around a few centers around there, and moved on to GTHL in Toronto, and then my last year was in Cambridge. Funny story, actually. I think I grew up playing forward for the longest time, and when I was about 9 years old, a bunch of my D got sick and hurt, so my coach, I was the captain of the team, so my coach just asked me if you could take a couple shifts in D for a little while, a few games, so I'm like, all right, I'll try it out, and kind of fell in love with it, kind of felt more comfortable back there, and kind of felt like I was helping my team a little more, and after that I just kind of stuck with it and played D ever since. Growing up, I think I was always one of the smaller guys, and everyone always talking, that kid will never make it, good player, just not big enough kind of thing. And there's still talk like that, but I think that just that kind of, everyone kind of pictures me like that, but I think I'm trying to prove a few people wrong here and there, and I think I've started to anyway, but I think I hope to continue that.
No matter what his size or what people say about him, he's a guy that can definitely, be counted on in the back end, and his poise and his, his maturity for his age is beyond his years, and he's a guy that will definitely, see kind of like a Brian Campbell in the future. I think is the way he plays, like the way he skates, and he can handle the puck and the decision-making he makes. So, he's to boot, he's got one hell of a shot for a guy his size.
Words can't even describe the amount of the fun I had there. I think great group of guys, John DeVers, Vander Kane, obviously, and just people like that were a lot of fun to be around for that month. And I think just overall, winning the gold medal, being on that blue line, singing "O Canada" with that group of guys, and people like Pat Quinn and stuff like that, it's just a special experience, and I'm never going to forget it. I think that was a little lucky, I think. Just kind of read the guy right, and luckily he kind of didn't get too much water on it. And just out of nowhere, I just kind of reaction, kicked my leg up and caught my leg and bounced right to Petro, and I think it just turned out, and he eventually scored off the play and kind of worked out. And I think a little more bigger deal than it really was, but I think it is pretty cool seeing it after too. A couple coaches just were really instrumental to me. I think one was Brad Maxwell, my minor midget year, he coached me, and he pretty much just told me, just don't listen to anyone. Just whatever you think you can do, you're going to do. So I think it was mostly just play your game and don't think you're too small or you're not big enough or something like that. He really just told me, play how I want to play and I'll make it one day. I think I fell in love with it when I was a kid, and just growing up shooting pucks in the driveway with my dad, and I think it just made our family closer, and I had a lot of fun, a lot of road trips with the family, and I think it just kind of what my life is based around, and I love it, and it's something I want to do for the rest of my life. A career in the NHL is all I'm asking for, whether I'm making $20 million or the minimum at $500,000. It really doesn't matter. I think family's a key thing there too, so all my family members stick around for a while, see me play, and I think just family's key, and that's one of the main things I want to have in life, is a great family, and then a long career in the NHL as well.
Well, he's certainly part of the Windsor family, and Ryan Ellis counted on for good things